The keys were always there, right beside the door, on that small, unassuming table. For Javed, they were just part of the morning blur. He'd grab them, rush out, the metal cold against his palm, leaving for the day without a second thought, without a glance back. It was a routine, a motion he could do with his eyes closed. The keys were simply a tool, a means to an end, a start to another busy day. One evening, he came home late, the exhaustion of the day weighing him down. He reached for the table, his hand sweeping across the smooth wood surface, but it was empty. No keys. A sudden, sharp silence filled the apartment, broken only by the rhythmic, lazy turn of the ceiling fan. Where were they? A knot of unease tightened in his stomach. He called out, but only the echo of his own voice answered. Then, his phone rang, a shrill, unwelcome sound in the stillness. The words on the other end were a blur, a fall in the washroom. No response. The world tilted on its axis. He had called earlier, hadn't he? Hadn't she answered? He couldn't remember. He just knew he was too late. The silence in the apartment was no longer just an absence of sound. It was a heavy, suffocating presence. Days later, the funeral was over, the condolences had faded, and the apartment was his alone. He found the spare keys, a cold, unfamiliar set. He walked over to the small table by the door and placed them where they belonged. But there was no familiar jingle, the sound he never noticed, the quiet metallic clink of keys being placed down with care, with habit, with love. It was gone, and in that moment Javed understood. Sometimes, home feels empty not because of the silence, but because of the missing routines. The small, unnoticed acts of love that we take for granted. It's the quiet placement of keys, the gentle hum of a loved one in the next room, the simple, everyday rituals that truly make a house a home. Those are the things that, when they vanish, leave behind the most deafening quiet. Cherish the small things, the quiet routines. They are the language of love we often forget to listen to. Thank you for watching.